Lock him up. Lock him up, I say. Nigel Farage, that is. Early last week, he sat there with his 2 butcher's aprons, one there and one there. You know, the Union Jack flag. And he made an address, yes, to the British people, as though he was the Prime Minister. Yeah, wishful thinking, you could say. Well, I suppose that is his desire. But you see, he sat there, basically one hand said that, oh, I don't condone the violence, what have you. And then came the but. But. Several buts there were. Here's the biggest but. Anyway, the thing is, you see, he was inciting the violence. And there ain't no other way of looking at it. It was like thinly veiled incitement. We know what he was really talking about. So what does he do? Well, he put more fuel on the fire by retweeting and publishing other statements from so-called sources. Sources that he, at the time, considered as being legitimate sources. Allow me to enlighten you. You see, he's just been interviewed by Tom Swarbrick, and fair dues to Tom Swarbrick, he did his best to hold him to account. This was on LBC Radio earlier today. Well, I'll leave a link in the description because it's definitely something to watch. It's 20 minutes long, but the man is an absolute weasel. Nigel Farage, that is. A grifter. A snake oil salesman. A wannabe. Well,
thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Good afternoon.
Actually, I forgot something. And a Putin stooge.
Limited time, so I hope you won't mind if I jump straight in what you've been saying in the last few days. You began with a video in the immediate aftermath of the Southport stabbings that engaged in conspiracy theories about who did this and about whether the police were telling the truth. You said, and I'm quoting here, some reports suggest he, the man charged, was known to the security services. Which reports?
This is the problem, isn't it? One of the reasons the Southport riots were as bad as they were is we weren't told the truth. There
were active investigation
online, from some very prominent folks with big followings, Andrew Tate, etc., suggesting the...
Andrew Tate. Andrew feckin' Tate. I didn't do the F-U-C-K word, I was the F-E-C. Just so you know. Anyway, that man is charged with, sex trafficking and rape. He's still going through the courts. He was on house arrest, but now he can actually travel now, apparently. But, you know, he's still promoting, Andrew Tate there is still promoting his hate. That is the level of legitimate source of information that Nigel Farage decided to retweet and republish, what have you, and use it as his source. Fueling the riots, fueling the violence and aggression towards others. There's people being flipping. I can't confirm it, but there's been stabbings as well. Shops have been torched. Libraries have been decimated. Book burnings and stuff like that. This is like Nazi Germany. I wonder if Nigel Farage has got his own version of Not Mein Kampf. Maybe. But you see, we all have to take responsibility for our actions. And when you consider that the Prime Minister did say those online as well as those who actually, the footmen of people like Nigel Farage and Tommy Robinson, who's sitting over there in his in the safety of his little villa, coordinating his troops. Those people think they're safe. But you see, Yvette Cooper, Home Secretary, has said, you think you're safe today, but tomorrow we'll get you. Including the police commissioner. They've got so much body cam footage, CCTV in stores of people buying balaclavas, for Christ's sake. They're wearing the same clothes when they left the shop. I said in an earlier video that they were stupid. They are. These people are just idiots. Very, very stupid. We can see what you're wearing when you leave the shop. And they got caught. And they got charged. Today. They end up in court. I'll charge that. You don't end up in the courts today. This is just the level of madness and idiocy and stupidity. We're surrounded by CCTV. We've got people with their little mobile phone devices and what have you doing their due diligence. You've got those idiots who participate and video themselves doing stupid shit. Like breaking into Greg's Baker's for a vegan sausage roll. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. This is so serious and so many people are suffering. They're living in fear. Fear. Frightened individuals. My own daughter. Okay, she's here in France at the moment. I picked up today from the airport. But she's got 4 little black children, my grandchildren. She was petrified. It's just, there's no way looking at this. It's not acceptable, and we need to go down hard on these people. Whether it be after the fact or before the fact, we need to deal with them. Now, I know Prime Minister said, no, we're not getting the military involved. I think that's what you're going to have to do. Gas the buggers. Not that kind of gas. No, obviously not. They're all going to sleep or something so you can just gather them up with a shovel. I don't know. Need to do something. I sound a bit right-wing now, but this is just... The crazy thing is, these people looting are stealing bars of soap. Pamplemousse soap or something like that. Or a bath bomb. So these rioters with their balaclavas on, they're going back for a nice pamplemousse bath bomb. Bath bomb. Oh, anyway. I don't know, these people are just... It'd be absolutely hilarious if it wasn't so goddamn serious and people, if they weren't living in fear. Because they are. Something has to be done. We can't just sit on the fence. And I think that involves all of us. Not just the police. We can't put all the responsibility onto the police. There just ain't enough of them. Not just, boots on the ground, but also after the fact. We've got to try and make their life easier. If you've got videos, cut them down. Get the important part. And if they want the rest, give it to them. But they've got so much footage to go through, and it's going to take a long time. We're going to be seeing arrests, not just today or tomorrow, for months, if not years, because of what's gone on in these last few weeks. Many of these crimes are deadly serious, and they're going to prevent people from being able to travel. You won't be able to get your ETIS next year, which comes into force in 2025. Which means you mustn't have a criminal record for violent disturbances, which is exactly what's been going on. It isn't just the EU, it'll be Canada, it'll be, the United States, or pretty much every country actually, anywhere where you've got to have some kind of travel document. Stupidity. It really is. I think we need to speak up against it. It's no good for us, who might be on the left, not the hard left, because not be funny, if you go too far to the left, you end up on the right. It's a full circle. But those of us left to centre and left, or anyone even on the right who has an element of decency. Those people have certain views whether we on the left might not agree with, but we do cross over sometimes. It's not this black or white. Oh, crikey, that's the wrong term, wasn't it? Maybe it is this black and white, but you know what I mean. Race and creed and all that. Let's stop judging people for what they are, race or creed, and start judging people for who they are. If they're decent individuals, you don't have to actually agree with their point of view, but all they want to do is get on with their lives, look after their families and stuff like that. Even if you don't disagree. Because sometimes you have to chew on the things to disagree. That you fundamentally disagree with, to come with to reach any kind of understanding. It's knowledge, you see. Otherwise, you're in your own little echo chamber. I encourage people who might be willing to comment on this video. please, if you're on the right or the left, if you're the rioters even, comment down below. But, you know, if you play nasty, you will be hidden from the channel. Toodaloo. I can't find my button. I must be an idiot.